Hello, Kingdom Hall.
Oh, hi. I just had a question I was wondering if someone could help me with.
Okay.
Do you have a minute?
Sure.
Okay. Well, I heard about the jw.org website, so I was watching one of those videos where a guy talks, do you watch those? Like, I guess your leaders are on there talking about...
Okay,
yeah. Yeah. Well, one of them, he was talking about the founder of the religion, Charles Taze Russell. Did you see that one?
Well, it's quite a few.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think it's pretty recent. I should check which one that was. I didn't make a note of it. But he was going on and on about him, how many pages and how amazing his books were, how much literature he put out, and how many miles he traveled, and how greatly God used him. So, could I get could I order like one of those books? Like where can I get, do you guys sell his books?
Oh, no, we don't do any selling. It's either on donation basis or we can just give it to you.
Oh, okay. Can I get one of his books? Because he sure sounds amazing. That guy was going on about him, how God used him so much to bring the truth and everything.
Okay. What I have to do is get a brother to get, is there a number he can get a hold of you?
Oh, sure. Is it like, do you have them stocked or something like that there?
I don't know. I'm looking now at the library. I'm not sure. The brothers are more aware of what we have than I do. I thought it was something easy that I could give you information about. But we could have one here. I'm not sure.
Do you read his books? I mean, that man on the video was just really going on about how much God used Charles Taze Russell. Do you read his books?
We do have a video. If you'd be more interested.
A video? No, I mean, I want to read his original writings.
You want to read his original
writings? That's what I mean.
Okay.
Do you read his original writings?
I haven't, no.
Oh, it sounds like he would highly recommend. He talked about how much God used him and everything. Now I'm curious to see what they're all about.
Yeah, his original writings are so old. So modern. I'm not going to say modern day because we are, but his original writings are so old till it's only a few people may have those books.
Oh, okay.
But we do have books, pertaining to what he has said in his original writings. Oh,
yeah, no, I want to read the original. Maybe like that group that split off the Bible students, maybe they still sell them. I think they might. Maybe I could try them. Did you ever hear of the Bible students? They split off when that other guy took over, Rutherford. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a schism, as they call it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I doubt
just one of them. There's some other ones too, I guess. I was reading about that. There was this one group in the, how during the Cold War, like some of the countries couldn't communicate with Brooklyn, New York for like a long time. And then when they were able to communicate with them again, it had changed so much they thought it went apostate or something. So they only use watchtowers till like the 1950s. I think they're called True Faith Jehovah's Witnesses. So there's several various offshoots, which is interesting. Can you believe that? It was so different. They thought it had gone apostate because they thought it was like a different religion. Like, you know how they have that verse where they talk about talks about in Romans about the governing authorities?
Right, in Romans 13.
Yeah, because they changed that like 3 or 4 times back and forth to Jehovah and Jesus, and then they said it is the government, and then because they hate the government, they said it was Jehovah and Jesus. So I think to those people, they thought that them changing it to the government was like some kind of, the government, communists were trying to trick them or something.
Yeah, they didn't like the fact, but see, the brothers did research on that because that's what we do. We do research, and if something, if light has come on something that they have researched, then they found out that that was the government and not them.
Yeah, they went back from the government to Jesus and Jehovah to the government, and a couple of times, not just once, but back and forth. You know, and that's interesting because on this video that I watched, he didn't say it was like research. He said that what they get and feed the people with is from Jehovah to Jesus to them. Right. Yeah, so if you say that, how could you change it, you know? It means it wasn't from Jehovah, really, you know?
What? About the government?
No, anything. There are different changes, whatever they're teaching. He said it comes from Jehovah, tells it to Jesus, tells it to the governing body. That's how it goes. Yeah. So then that's like an inspiration claim without using the word inspired. You know, it's not saying they based it off research. They're saying they got it by revelation from Jehovah to Jesus to them. So that in that case, how could you justify like changing it? It means it wasn't from Jehovah in the first place. That's where we got it from to change it because of our misunderstanding. Yeah, but they also had taught at that time when they were putting it out that it was from Jehovah. Right. That's the problem with that. It wasn't. They weren't putting it out as just kind of what we kind of think now, you know. So what they're even saying is from Jehovah today. They can just change that later too, you know. Even though they said it was from Jehovah, isn't that like bother you? Are you an apostate? What's that? Someone has deviated from the Bible truth. Deviated from the Bible? No, I love to read the Bible. I totally wouldn't deviate from the Bible. Okay. Well, I can have a brother, if you can give me your information, you know, not your name or anything like that, but a phone call. Okay. Because right now we're in the midst of a field service meeting where we go out and preach. Okay, sure. And he's busy at this point. Okay. Hold on just a minute. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, maybe he can get you one too. It would be, you know, it's always good to research everything, you know, how things began and everything. The guy in the video really commends Russell, so. What we do have, though, based on his readings, is DVDs. His book has been put on DVDs. But anyway. Yeah, original sources are always what you want if you're doing any research or want to learn about something. You know, like when you go to college, they say, oh, the best thing is you can read the original sources, you know, so maybe you could get one too. But anyways, yeah, thanks for your help. Okay. He can call, if you're going to be there, he can call you right back in about 5 minutes. Oh, sure. If he has any info on that would be great. Okay, thank you. God bless. Bye. Yeah. Hello?
Hello. You just talked with...
Yeah, I was I had told her I had watched the broadcast recently. Some Jehovah's Witnesses told me about the website. And he was just so going on about how amazing Charles Taze Russell was. So I was just wondering if I could get one of his books.
All of his books are out of print. Oh. They haven't been in print for a long time. Now, what you could do if you wanted to find out more about him and some of his comments and statements and things like that, on our website, you can actually get reference to the Watchtower Online, and if you put in his name, everything referring to him will come up.
Oh, no, I was interested in, I mean, I went to college and stuff and, you know, learned about original sources are the most valuable to find out, you know, what you really want to know about. So, you guys don't use his books anymore?
No, as new information comes out, as the scriptures, the Bible is the source of his material. And the scriptures say as the light gets brighter and brighter, as the day dawns, the light gets brighter and brighter. So we come to clearer understandings of things.
Oh, you don't agree with some of his stuff anymore? He was just talking about how God used him so much, so I thought it would be valuable for people to read his books.
Well, his information is valuable, and it was amazing what he did. The thing that I'm trying to just bring out is that as things change, we make we make adjustments as needed.
Didn't he say it was the truth, though?
It is.
No, I mean, didn't he say his writings were the truth?
His writings are based on the Bible. So
no, I'm asking about what he said about them. Didn't he say they were the truth? He was pretty dogmatic. He taught that everybody else was wrong. All religions were evil, and all Christians were going to be destroyed and stuff like that. So he didn't seem to be saying, this is just what I think. I mean, that would be okay if that's what he said, but you're saying that's interesting that he was just, I mean, your guy on the video was drawing a lot of attention to him and really praising him, and so I wouldn't have imagined that you guys don't distribute his books anymore. So
no, they've been out of print for for decades.
Wow. Do you think they're embarrassing because of his predictions and stuff?
No,
is that why?
The stuff there was leading us to the right way. So that's
so it's okay to make predictions like that in the name of Jehovah, like he did?
Well, if he made predictions, see, I don't know exactly what you're referencing at this point.
Oh, yeah, he did. He's famous for that. That's why I'm kind of trying to figure out why he thought God used him so much, because in the Old Testament it talks about doing that in a really negative light, saying something is from Jehovah, is going to happen, and it doesn't. He was really well known. I've seen some other books by Christian scholars talking, analyzing his use of the Bible to make predictions and chronology and all that kind of stuff. You're not familiar with that?
See, what information you're getting is I don't know where your information is coming from. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Oh, yeah. It's I mean, you could read his books online, but I was just wondering if you guys still distributed them, because he was pointing to him and just talking about him in such a glowing terms. So
yes, he is very well respected.
He predicted.
A lot of his information is here. We have some copies of his original books that people have contributed, but they are not in print anymore, and they're not available for sale or anything.
Oh, wow. I mean, it was just, that's confusing me a little bit, since that one guy was on your broadcast thing, he was going on about him, so I thought if he was so great, his books would be great, but I think he was
that's why I'm suggesting that if you went on to the actual site, you'd see how often that his information is referenced and how it's been used through the decades. We've even had recent quotes from him and his publications in our current issues. So
do you think they use quotes from him selectively, and just some of the other stuff just don't talk about anymore because it's embarrassing or something like that?
No, once again, even for him, his information came from the scriptures, so we tried to use the scriptures.
But what's the faithful and discreet slave then? Because that's what he was called for a time. Mm-hmm. Is that how the governing body views what they're teaching now? It's just kind of possibly true and could be changed later? Do they say it's from Jehovah to Jesus to them?
That's basically how the faithful and discreet slave works. There's information on the website about that too.
Yeah, so it could be from Jehovah to Jesus to them. They can say that. But then, do you think they'll be out of print in 50 years too? Is that okay?
Well,
that means it wasn't really from Jehovah, right?
It's not for a person. That's not why they do it.
For a person? What?
Yeah, it's not. They're not bringing praise and honor to themselves.
I wasn't saying that. I was just saying their claim is that it's from Jehovah. Mm-hmm. They said that on their TV show, that it's from Jehovah to Jesus to them. That's an inspiration claim. An incredible claim of incredible authority, but you're saying that it's okay if it changes later. And you can't really have both, What does truth mean to you? What does that word mean?
Well, this is a discussion that's going to take more than a couple of minutes that I have.
Oh, okay.
And my wife and I meet up with you?
Oh, I don't live close enough to there. So, yeah, well, I just wanted to ask about Russell's book since he was just praising him so much. And a great website.
Well, my suggestion is to do that research, look up his name, see how often he is referred to.
Oh, yeah. I want the original sources. I'm not concerned about their selective quoting. I want to see the original sources. I'd love to have one of his books. But anyways, a great website I like is called jwfacts.com. It quotes Russell too, and I think you'd see a lot of quotes from Russell that they don't include on their website, on jw.org,
Many Kingdom Halls actually have copies of his books that people have donated, so if you actually want to see if that is something you truly want, you can actually go into a Kingdom Hall and ask to see the original books.
Oh, okay. Oh, that would be cool. That would be cool.
Hey, and
you should read them too, because how the Bible Teach book commends like researching the origins of things. So it would be, I'd encourage you to read his books too.
Well, thank you very much.
Okay. Thanks for talking. God bless.